Oh, hi!
Hello.
Welcome back to our vegan kitchen. Today is going to be a little bit different. I don't have a recipe for you today, but I do have a dog that's interested in drinking.
Oh, Bowie! Are you thirsty, baby?
I will be in a minute.
Oh, you handsome boy.
Oh, he's waiting for his breakfast too. He's recently mostly vegan. So he's really been enjoying his nice bowl of vegetables with his V-Dog twice a day. So we're talking about me today, though. I started on my weight loss journey. I decided, you know what? I think I'd feel better if I would drop a couple of pounds at the beginning of the year. Because like COVID and life, I'm getting older. I'm in my later 50s.
You'd never know it.
Thank you. What am I, 57, I think?
No.
I'm 56. Don't rush it, Janet. So I'm going to be talking about what I eat today on a whole foods plant-based diet to lose weight / maintain weight. Because you know how it goes. When you start on a diet plan, in the beginning, you start to lose a lot of weight, and then it trickles down, you know, the further along you get. So I started in May. It is now the end, it's the beginning of October. I don't even know anymore. But it's been about 5 months, and as of this week, I've lost 35 pounds.
Woo! Congratulations.
Lost most of that at the beginning, and then, you know, it slows down. I started losing like 2-ish pounds a week, and now it's like a pound and a dribble a week. So it's not important though, because the first thing that you really need to realize about dieting is that it never ends. This is the way that you're eating for the rest of your life. You can't just go on a diet, lose some weight, and then go back to your evil ways, because it's not going to work. It's just not going to work. Because you're just going back and doing the same thing you were doing before, which wasn't working, and then you're going to have to schedule another diet. So this is the rest of your life diet. And I started out in May counting calories, which worked great in the beginning, and then around the second month I was like, there's no way that this is sustainable for the rest of my life. I don't want to be counting, I don't want to be looking up calories for the rest of my life.
It's tedious.
It's tedious, it's a soul killer. So I started looking into a better plan. It's called calorie density. So the average human eats about 4 pounds of food a day. That's how much our little stomachs can handle. If you keep your amount of calories per pound of food below 5 and change, 6 and change, you're really not going to gain any weight. And you don't have to think about calories because it's already baked into the cake, the vegan whole food plant-based cake. So vegetables are very low calorie density, except for avocado. That's full of fats, natural fats, but still very high calorie fats. So that's like one of the exceptions to the rule. But most fruits and vegetables are very low calorie density. Higher up on the calorie density, the number one is oil. It's like thousands of calories per pound.
Ooh.
So we want to avoid the high calorie density foods, and we want to gorge ourselves pretty much on the low calorie density so that you don't have room for the high calorie density. You want to eat your low calorie density foods first to fill you up, and then if you want some higher calorie density foods, you're not that hungry, so you're really not going to eat that much of them. So my typical breakfast is 2 cups of coffee. And I splurge a little bit on the milk. I do a full fat oat milk, and that's my philosophy of it's not that much. And I really, why bother drinking coffee if I'm not going to enjoy it? I'm not going to be the type of person who's like, well, I got to have my coffee, so I'm going to suffer with some black ass coffee. No, I need my coffee the way I like it. So I sacrifice and I have my coffee the way I like it. And then for breakfast, I usually have 12-ounce frozen bag of non-starchy veg. So like green beans or broccoli or even spinach. You could have a salad for breakfast. I love a breakfast salad. It's good stuff. And then I have about a cup of a starch. So last night we had this beautiful Mexican night dish. It was rice with, now I made a giant vat of food. This is the size of the food that I made, and the food was like up to here.
Oh my goodness.
It was like 3 cans of beans, a can of refried beans, 2 Impossible Burgers, an entire head of cauliflower, a double-sized can of diced tomatoes, and some seasonings, and an onion. Very low calorie density, considering what it was. So you can eat a lot of this and not really worry too much about how much you're eating. And then, of course, my famous yellow sauce. And some tortilla chips on the side for fun. But don't overdo the tortilla chips because they're higher up on the calorie density. So I will have this for breakfast. It's pretty low calorie density. I would assume that this is under 300 calories right here, a big bowl of food. I love my mild hot sauce. I'm going to pour some of that on the green beans because it gives it a lot of flavor and almost no calories, which is nice. And that is my breakfast on pretty much a daily basis. I'm not an oatmeal girl, but not a problem if you like oatmeal. Eat a big bowl, eat a normal sized bowl of oatmeal, but fill it up with fruits. Or if you wanted savory, fill it up with vegetables, and you could do like a savory sauce too. Oatmeal can go both ways. You could do savory or sweet. I buy my veggies at Aldi. I spend like $30 twice a week, and I buy like massive bags of frozen veg, and it's ready to go. It doesn't spoil. It's frozen at the peak of freshness, and it's very easy to prepare. I've started keeping it in the refrigerator. I take it out of the bags and put it in the refrigerator because it's less time in the microwave.
Uh-huh.
Or in the steamer because, and I'm going to eat them like in a couple days anyway, so it's not like I have this big vat of vegetables in the refrigerator waiting to go bad. I'm going to go through it pretty quickly. So that is what I eat for breakfast, and we'll talk more about calorie density when we get to lunch. We just got back from a pretty strenuous bike ride.
It was good.
That's why I look so great.
You look fine. What are you talking about?
Anyway, I want to have a snack, so I want to make a good choice, and I have a watermelon that I'm cutting up, left over from the end of summer. And watermelon is a chef's kiss calorie density. 136 calories per pound. You can eat an entire pound of watermelon for 136 calories because it's mostly water. So is it starting to click with you guys what I'm saying about as long as you keep your calorie density below a certain amount, it's very, very difficult to overeat because you're never eating that many calories. So, thank you. My watch said, "Please, Janet, breathe." Okay. So I'm going to have a pretty hefty bowl of watermelon for my snack because I can. I don't even have to worry about how much I'm going to have. And if I do stuff myself and overeat, I'll probably eat less of lunch because I won't be that hungry and it will be a lower calorie density. So I guess we'll see you guys at lunchtime. All right, it's lunchtime and I got a crackly little wrapper over there.
Hello.
Hello.
I realized I left you guys hanging. I didn't tell you how to figure out calorie density. We have this thing that's pretty amazing right now. It's called the internet.
Wow.
You go to Chronometer or just do a search for whatever food you want and then after it, calories. So I just looked up watermelon before, so I did calories in watermelon. So I put in the amount, which is a pound, because calorie density is measured by the pound. And you get the calorie density for a pound of the food that you're looking for. But I also wanted to tell you, don't sweat the small stuff. Just because something like salad dressing has a very high calorie density, you're not having a whole pound of salad dressing. You're having, hopefully...
You don't know? Just kidding. That would be really gross.
Yeah. You're hopefully having a tablespoon or two. And that's not a big deal in the big scheme of things. So it's fine to have, I mean, don't have like the worst fatty blue cheese dressing. You know, when you're trying to lose weight, have a simple vinaigrette and have like 2 tablespoons of it at most. And that's fine because it's not going to tip the scale literally in the wrong direction. Okay, so this is my lunch. It's a bed of romaine lettuce. It's got a little bit of this homemade ranch, so I didn't sweat it because it's just a tablespoon. I'm having about a half a cup of the rice from last night, about a cup of the meat mixture, which is really not very high calorie density, some of my famous yellow sauce.
Oh, yes.
This was a really good batch. Not too much. It's not really bad for you anyway. It's mostly red pepper and hemp seeds.
Good stuff.
It is good stuff. It's great stuff. I go as far as saying it's great stuff. I'm also going to have some green beans on the top as if this wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Just a little bit with some hot sauce. But I also wanted to say nuts. People, some people can handle nuts. Some people can't handle nuts. I feel like if you're trying to lose weight, nuts are best left for maintenance or on the weekends. If you do like I'll do a dessert on the weekend. So the same goes for peanut butter. If you want to have peanut butter through the week or like not as a break the bank situation, try the PB2. It's pretty good. You can mix it with water or a little bit of oat milk to get that extra little bit of fat for the mouthfeel, and it's really good. You can have an apple dipped in the PB2 and oat milk, and it's really delicious. And you feel like you're getting that peanut butter, but you're not. You're getting low calories. All right, kids, it's dinner time, and I'm having this.
Oh.
Because they're having pizza.
Ooh.
And I am...
You have a gluten sensitivity, so...
Yes, I can't eat gluten. So I'm having this substandard gluten-free pasta, which is actually pretty terrible, but...
Sorry.
I bought it. I made the commitment. I'm going to eat it. I like making a whole box of pasta like this because I can have it for lunch or I can have it for breakfast, even with my veggies tomorrow. But I normally would make a gluten-free pizza. I just didn't feel like it today. But my gluten-free pizza is pretty okay.
It slaps, honestly.
Thank you.
Especially when you do the chickpea crust.
Or the quinoa crust.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to have a nice salad with my substandard pasta. And that's
That
dinner.
is a beautiful salad.
Oh, thank you. It's a mescaline salad.
Mm. Enjoy.
Thank you. Oh, hi. It's dessert time.
Oh.
So I don't normally have dessert through the week, but I'm just going to have an apple today. My son thinks that's hilarious.
Yeah.
He's not laughing at us. It's okay. So I also wanted to say the higher the water content, the lower the calorie density usually. So like watermelon, mostly water, very low calorie dense. Non-starchy vegetables, very high water content like lettuce and all that stuff. Dogs drinking. Apple, high water content. Oil, no water content, highest calorie density. So if you're curious about calorie density, the internet's a great place. Just put in calorie density of foods. You'll come up with a whole list. And like I said too, if you want to go on Chronometer, on like Fitness Pal, or even just on Google and find each individual food and figure out what the amount of calories per pound is by putting in 16 ounces or 1 pound, depending on whatever app you're using. But I'm just going to have my apple. I'm not even going to have any peanut butter with it. And Yeah.
It's been a good day of food.
It's been a really good day of food today. Except that terrible pasta. That wasn't very good at all now, was it? No.
Sorry.
So if you like weight loss videos from me, let me know, and maybe next Friday we'll have another video just talking about weight loss. But thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. We'll be back after this video with another recipe video next week. And until then, much love.